To go back to the question of attitude, what do you mean by attitude? What did you have to do to yourself to get that attitude of put your hands on your hips and talk to the bus driver, or in this case, put your hands on your hips and talk to the theater manager where you're going to rent for this wonderful show?
I think it's what you call, it's an old expression, Master. It's called chutzpah.
Oh, okay.
And either you have it or you don't have it.
And so you believe in it.
I believe in it.
And it's gotten you where you are.
It definitely has.
But also you have to think about it. You
Yes,
must
you
have been thinking, like, I have here the statistics of the United States of America just for fun.
Uh-huh.
Now, I wanted to show the audience, and I'm going to do that for a second, if you don't mind. From 50 to 85, that represents 64.7% of the population of the United States of America. And when you take out the 50 to 60, you're taking out 18%. So you're taking out 18, so you have 42% from 65 to 85, or to 90, whatever. 42%. So the population of America is aging.
Oh, yes.
By 64% countrywide. And so you decided to put a show together with only people age 60 and up. 60 and up. That was a major decision. That wasn't chutzpah, that was brains.
But you know what it was? It was looking at what's happening today.
Uh-huh.
Right now, as we sit here and talk,
Yes.
10,000 people a day are turning 60.
Uh-huh.
By
That's
the
right.
year 2025, that's only, 13 years from now?
That's right.
1 out of every person will be 65 years young and older. Do you realize that that segment, Masha, of the population will be the most influential socially, economically, psychologically, especially for people with a money that can be spent anywhere? We've already brought up our children. We've already gone through the years of working, and now we're at the best time of our life. That's another
right.
thing.
That's
this
good.
is the best time of my life.
Oh, isn't that a wonderful statement? I like that. I have to adopt it. I lost
Yes,
the
you have
husband,
to.
and I didn't come back to that yet. But I'm working on that.
But that's why I decided, actually, I have to go back a second, Masha. The reason I decided to do the show was about 10 years ago, when I lost my second husband after 38 years, I decided to reinvent myself.
Oh,
To
reinvent.
a whole new life. And I became an actress and a motivational speaker.
Okay, motivation.
But
Yeah.
the entertainment world, when you reach 40, 50, then you reach 60, 70, 80, forget it.
Yeah, they don't want
So
you.
I
want young
decided,
people.
I decided that was going to stop. That
Oh,
I
you
was going to
decided.
show them
That's a
that
good decision.
when you are 60, you are still vital, productive, creative, energetic, and entertaining.
Good for you. I love it. I wrote my 2 books after I was 60.
There you go. There you go.
One book was about the riot, which I was in. Lucky me, on the corner of Washington and Normandy in 1992.
Wow.
Where they had the big L.A. riot. That's one book. It's called Inner City Angels.
Uh-huh.
And the second book, I can't mention the name, but we had a great and famous man who was almost taken from his presidential office by a young lady who was madly in love with him, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I can't mention her name either. And I wrote a book about it called The Making of a Mistress, which is an antithesis, a negative, to mistressing by a girl in Indiana, I made her up,
Oh, okay.
who went to Cancun with a bunch of mistresses and try to convert them into becoming wives.
Wow.
That's what the book is about,
You
the
know-
making of a mistress. She
You-
never got through with mistressing.
When you just said that, in my motivational company, I teach many classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I teach one like humor on aging, words for the wise.
Yes,
and then
that's good.
one I teach, which is so cute, called senior sexuality.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, we seniors, I'll be a young 80. in
Good for
3
you. Look at the
weeks.
look on this lady.
Thank you. But the idea is that it's over? I don't think so.
No.
Cute story. A lady raised her hand in one of my classes. Pink lady, yes. What is it, Esther? And she's about 90. And I said, what is it? She said, do you still like date? I said, excuse me, do I look like I'm dead? Of course I date. A few minutes later, her hand goes up again. I said, yes, Esther, what is it, darling? Well, Pink Lady, do you, I said, excuse me, do you want to know whether I have intimate, beautiful relations?
That's
yes.
Good. That's a good way to put it.
And I said, look at me. And she looked at me, and I said, how do I look? Oh, you look wonderful.
Yeah, you do. You look terrific.
I said, how's my skin? Oh, your skin is gorgeous. I said, does that answer your question?
That's good. That's a good answer. And she went home and right away and indulged, I hope.
Indulged.
I hope she did
it
that.
ain't over till we say it's over.
Yes, I love it. So now you've become a producer of a show.
Yes.
For seniors over 65. And now
Well, it's not that it's for.
they're in it.
It's the people who are cast in it.
Cast
are
in it,
60,
right.
70, and 80. But
And
it's
the
for
younger people ought
everybody.
to come and learn a couple things.
Yeah, you're right. It's
That's
for
what's going to
everybody.
happen. Right. We had a show here once called Sex After 60.
Oh, I love
On
it.
this radio show.
Love it.
I have it in the archives, so
Good.
I'll play it once again, maybe
Yeah.
in a few weeks. And that's what it's about. We have statistics on it. We have, the guys, Kenzie.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a psychologist, and we had to learn the facts before we opened our mouths in that kind of school. So I have the facts on there. And you'll like it, too, when I put it on. I'll
Good.
find it. So anyway, that's good to hear. And people should know you keep friendly with your mate.
But not only that you have to leave yourself open to, say you lose a significant other.
That's right. That's serious.
But the next thing is that my late husband once said to me, if anything happens to me, my darling, remember, life begins for the living.
okay,
It
good
should
for
be
him.
living.
He had a sense of
And
it.
he had a sense of that's what it's all about.
Right.
And about a year after he passed away, I started dating.
Uh-huh.
And
But
that's
you also
a whole,
started.
that's a whole new subject.
Did you start writing? Did you start producing? When and with that?
No, I actually started to produce 4 years ago with my first Rockin' with the Ages show.
Oh.
And this is my fourth one now.
Good for you.
And hopefully, Marcia, by another year and a half, 2 years, LA will have its own senior musical theater all year long.
That's great. Well, you have
And that's what I'm looking for.
64% of the population can come. And let's
That's
talk
right.
about that show for a minute. The name of the show is The Beat Goes On.
Right.
The location of the show is the Arena Theater, Theater of Arts, Arena Stage.
Right.
The writer, director, and choreographer is Kate Kaplan.
Very good. Right.
And the starting date, opening night, is October 4th. I'll be there. I'm getting
Thank
a
you.
ticket. And the location, get your pencils, ladies and gentlemen, pens.
Right in the
something.
heart of Hollywood.
1625 North Palmas Road, Hollywood, right behind the Egyptian Theater.
Right.
Or you can phone for your tickets. I'll give you that number when we come back from the break. That is Mikkel playing his saxophone for you.
Hey guys.